Cincinnati, this is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for 3 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner from Sago, Kentucky, representing Trotter's Dungeon. He weighed in at 186 pounds. Anthony Tank Trotter! His opponent fighting out of the red corner from Racine, Wisconsin. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighed in at 185 pounds. Representing Team Dagger, King Solomon Hutcherson! The referee for this fight is Mr. Kevin Kelly.
Championship fight held in a sinister angel cage. Got Sandy Freer here bringing us to the cage. She's a sponsor for George Gurgel and Dustin Hazlett, recent UFC guys.
Solomon Hutcherson's already going to work, folks. I don't know if this is going to last long. Solomon Hutcherson's a much bigger 188-pounder, a lot more experience. He told me last night when he talked, he's hoping within 2 to 3 fights he's going to be back in UFC. So it's kind of a win-win situation for Trotter here. A win for taking a fight, and if he'd happen to pull it off, it'd be unreal for his career.
Trotter says he's got 4 years of jiu-jitsu and 4 years of boxing.
I know I talked to Solomon quite a bit yesterday. He's training at Couture's camp there, the Cobra Kai in Las Vegas with Kendall and all them. He's roommates with Kendall now. He's got his life squared away. He made the move to Las Vegas so he gets serious about training. And it's been a year since he fought Rob, and it's been a long time waiting. He's ready to come in and do some damage tonight. Trotter seems to be doing a good job, though, using his feet and pushing himself away from the cage. So Hutcherson can't stuff him in the cage, but Hutcherson showed his strength there, picked him up and just slammed him in the cage.
We both got to spend a little bit of time with Solomon. He's a genuinely nice guy.
Very much.
Funny.
Yeah, funny guy, right down to earth. But you know what? When a cage door shuts, he's a different person.
That's right.
He gets in, he takes care of business.
As are most of the fighters.
See him with some forearm smashes.
Little ground and pound action. He's having a hard time pulling anything off clean right now.
You know, Trotter, one thing to credit, is doing a great job of keeping Hutcherson's body down against him so he can't get any leverage on those punches. Hutcherson, talked to him a little bit. He's got a very, very solid background, Rob, in wrestling. He wrestled in college. He's got 15 years of wrestling. Not for sure what college he wrestled for, but any kind of collegiate training in a sport's got to be, a step up.
I just wonder how much. I know he was on the show, and I just wonder how much, besides his wrestling, that he's trained and worked on other things that would help to assist his wrestling, his ground and pound, his jiu-jitsu, his stand-up.
Yesterday he told me, we talked about it a little bit, knowing that we come from a boxing background, that he has been training a lot more boxing and let his hands go more. It's something that he wants to continue to work on. Said his goal is, once to get back to the UFC, to be extremely well-rounded.
It's one of the things we see a lot of times, especially with guys who are genuinely good wrestlers. You take Josh Koscheck, for example. He was an excellent wrestler and showed that, but he was always lacking the hands, and then you saw what he did with Diego Sanchez a few months ago.
Sure. Yeah, that was a surprise to everybody.
A big surprise to everybody, including myself. And you could tell he had really worked on his stand-up. You could tell he had worked on his feet and his hands at the same time.
Well, speaking of that, let's talk about Randy Couture, Tim Sylvia. That shocked everybody. Randy Couture stood up and boxed. He didn't just fight. He boxed that match.
And outboxed him.
Oh, slipping punches, throwing punches against a guy that was 2 foot taller than him.